Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just pulled up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you need to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, cause it look like you need it.
One drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink, cause I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the things we say is brought to you by Dispose LLC. This is a garbage company that's doing great things, and all you got to do is find out by going to the website. What they normally do is come to your house and get rid of the big trash. This ain't the small little Herbie little 90-gallon cart thing. Okay, now we talking about big deals. When you want to remodel your house, you want all that basement trash, and you get all that good stuff out. Yeah. They got the 25-yarder, we got the 30-yarder. 30-yarder is which is going to normally be on the construction site. So if you don't know the size, all you got to do is go to the website. You can see the different sizes. There's a 20-yard that's a little bit lower, but that's usually for more heavier debris. Right. That's when you're trying to do your landscaping, your concrete kind of stuff. That's what you want to put in that can. You don't want to put it in 30-yard because it'll be overweight. There's going to be more charges for that. It ain't about hitting you over the head about mistakes. It's about keeping you from making them. And one of the things I can do is I can do a site survey and help you out with that. All you got to do is hit us up at Dispose LLC. Now, I got to get back to this person been rocking with me for over 5 years. This man right here has been out last week enjoying himself. We got to find out how his week went. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, big baby?
I'm doing fabulous, Jay.
Man.
Fabulous, bro. I'm in Utopia tonight.
Utopia?
Utopia.
Oh, this man done left the planet.
Utopia, Nirvana, perfection.
Oh, okay.
You know, extreme love in life, man. Extreme love.
All up in there.
I'm all up in there, Jay. In the clouds, bro.
Somebody done rocked your world.
Yes, bro. Happen to be my family this time.
Oh, see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
Then the best time to rock.
Best time. Spent some time with my kids last few days out in Arizona, and they are doing so well. You know, God couldn't have done any better thing than He did. They're just so blessed, man. They're smart. Go-getters, you know, they got great spirits, they getting educations, working hard, they doing what we all, you know, the fire we've been through, but they just so on the positive side, you know?
See, I like that.
Yeah, man, and I'm so pleased for them, I'm so grateful to God, and so I'm in a great place, man. I keep telling my kids I'm full, man, I'm full in my spirit. I don't know if I can get no more love in there, you know?
Oh, don't worry, it got more room for
you.
You can expand.
I'm great, man. How you doing, Smooth Jay?
Man, let me tell you, I am wonderful, I'm healthy, and one of the things I can say, I am not going to be crying and complaining.
Right.
I ain't going to say ever, because I have some bad days.
Well, we all do, yes.
But I need to stop putting them in the forefront of me when I know they're in the behind me. You know, when we do the show, one of the things I always do is I talk about a lot of things that have happened to me, and I laugh about it, and I got jokes about it, because I can laugh now. I can't tell you I laughed then.
Right.
And to me, that's how I know I learned.
Right.
And again, everything is about a learning curve, and I don't know where y'all at. So one of the things I like to do is make sure I explain myself to a point where you can put yourself into my shoes to see if it even equates to you or it can work for you. But the bottom line, it is what I went through.
Absolutely.
So no more games. There's no more showboating. This is just about marksmanship of understanding where I came from to see what I can do to help you if I can do anything. One of the things I can always say is I just give it to you truthfully, the best way I can. Not saying I was always truthful. Yeah. I lied, and that's one of the reasons what made me go back to telling the truth. I understand I was desiring an outcome instead of confessing, instead of being a blessing. I just wanted to have it my way, thinking I was Burger King without understanding the whole process of why Burger King the way they is. And I thought I could just be the king. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people don't be king. They just us. Right next to a bus.
Listen, you are on fire tonight, bro. Let's open this show up. This is a great way to introduce ourselves. This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we are here to liberate your minds and souls with a fantastic dialogue. we just want to chop it up on a great subject, and we hope that you can enjoy this from your seat, your space, wherever you are, whatever time frame you happen to be listening to this program, because we are here to bring the real, and so we want you to grow from this. You know, how do our stories and opinions affect you?
Right.
And ultimately, I want you to make some good decisions about how you're going to handle these situations when they happen to you in the future. Okay?
Right.
Tonight's topic, you ready for this, Jack?
I think so.
Goes like this. Why do women overlook good men? I know. I know, Jay. I'm feeling what you feeling, right? And I hope y'all are feeling it too. Why do women? I want to do this twice, right?
Do it again.
Why do women overlook good men? And why do men overlook good women?
Okay. Now, since you threw it back and forth,
I
I got a special guest that's gonna be behind the scenes.
Okay.
Queen Anonymous is gonna be airing her side because again, everybody keep hearing me and you.
Right.
I want to offset some things. I'm not going to break around where y'all can see her. I want y'all to hear her. She's going to give it from a woman's point of view. We're going to give it from a man's point of view. We're not beating her up, y'all.
Okay.
So if y'all here tonight and y'all see we give her a little leeway, and just understand we don't argue on here. We debate.
We debate. Absolutely. That's exactly what we do. And it's not even debating. I think we're all just trying to ascend the conversation until we get to a magical point for each person.
Right.
And I think that's the blessing in all that we do. So, so yes, we have a guest going to be on with us tonight, so we can hear from a woman's perspective.
Right.
And of course, we are certainly grateful for you folks being here with us tonight. We always start the show off with a prayer.
Oh, yeah.
And shall I get it in?
Man, you got to get it in. You got to hand it to them. There's
All
some
right.
people out there hurting.
Tonight's prayer is going to be about rest and self-control. Rest and self-control. Okay, let's take it to the Father, shall we?
Give it to him.
Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for the opportunity to do this show and be here tonight. We ask that you would be here with us and to strengthen us in a very special way.
Right.
We're asking, Father, tonight for rest and self-control. We're asking, Father, for good sleep and for relaxing times. Where our minds can be at peace, Heavenly Father. Give us downtime. Some space where we can really rest and catch our breath. Allow us, Lord, to feel relaxed. Sometimes even when we don't have anything going on, we still can't feel relaxed. Remove that from our spirit, Lord, and allow us. Remove the anxiety, remove the struggle, remove the challenge in our minds and our hearts, and allow us to relax and to find joy. We ask, Heavenly Father, that you would allow us to begin to know ourselves like we've never known ourselves. Give us inspiration from on high. Give us understanding about how we get to our real self and grow from there. Allow us, Lord, to express patience in this life. Don't allow us to try to be faster than life or faster than what you would have for us to go. But give us clear thinking, Lord, and allow us to take control. I mean self-reliance, knowing thyself and relying on thyself in order to get this life done and whatever task and purpose and path that you have for my life. We're asking, Lord, for inner confidence and ultimately a peaceful spirit. Give us rest and self-control, Heavenly Father. Be here with us in this show. Do your good and your perfect work. We allow your wisdom to come forth. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Ooh. Man.
Amen.
You trying to touch a whole lot of people's souls tonight.
That was good, wasn't it?
But what?
Ooh, that
Couldn't
felt
fake it. You couldn't fake that if you wanted to. You
Ooh.
felt that.
Yeah. You felt that?
Yeah, but
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, who couldn't feel it?
Yeah. Boy, that's the tip of the
I think you
iceberg.
rose the dead up. What you talking about? Everybody say, hey, Crab!
I love a prayer, man.
Whoa,
Prayer is my
you
favorite thing in
touching
the
some
world.
folks.
You know, we got to get everybody in the world to do that. Listen, if you would sit in your room, I'm talking to anybody who's listening to this.
Right.
If you would just go into your living room or your bedroom or wherever you have quiet space, just sit there for 5 minutes every single day. Take the other 23 hours and 55 minutes and just go hell on wheels.
Right.
But for that 5 minutes a day, I want you to sit and just kind of bask in the spirit. Sometimes that means meditation. Sometimes that means praying and talking to God. Sometimes that means writing your goals. Sometimes that means just asking your real life questions aloud to the universe. Just sit for 5 minutes and ask all the questions to God, to the universe that you can ask. You will be amazed at what happens. The problem is we are not putting spiritual power into our mind world, into our life world. We're not using the power. They keep telling us about the law of attraction.
Right.
We're not using the law of attraction. The law of attraction is about magnetization. So I got the small magnet and then I have the big magnet, right? So how do we as people get to the big magnet? The big magnet is based upon mental energy being placed into it, so that you sit for a solid 5 minutes and talk about everything you want. You see what happens there? These wheels are spinning. The energy is just going and it's just going. My pastor of many years who used to teach me how to pray, he said, son, what you're doing is you're building your own, you're filling up your own bubble. Right? And if the more you speak into that bubble, the bigger it's going to be, right? And you just speak all that you want, all that you love, all that you can, all that you ask for. You speak, just go crazy with it. And then you're going to tie it up and you're going to let it go. And the next thing you know, the blessings will be raining down. He said it just like that. We are not using our spiritual power. We have problems, we have challenges, we have worries, concerns, pains, all the other bullshit that happens in life.
Correct.
And the answer is your relationship with God and your relationship with your mind. That problem, I used to do it like this, Jay, and I won't belabor the point here because I know we got to move on. But that problem, if you just put it in the middle of the floor, and you write the word problem on it, you say, know what problem? You are not bigger than me. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to beat you quick. You're not going to keep me down for years and months. You're not going to cost a lot of money. I need you out of here now. Fear, I rebuke you. You know what I'm saying? You have to speak to it, and we haven't learned to use that power. We haven't learned to use our minds in that way. And I just bid if I could just take 5 minutes of every person's day, and you just go into that mind space, you will see a radical shift in your life. But it's never going to happen until you test the theory. We have to become scientists of our own lives, and this is one way to do so.
I think I tested by the opposite, because the opposite didn't work.
You mean by the failure side?
Yeah. I pushed it out there,
Yeah.
and I didn't speak on it.
Right.
And I was afraid of it.
Okay.
And it became a manifestation of everything that I feared became true.
Yes.
Because I gave it more power than it needed. I didn't take power from it.
Jake. That's it,
It took power from me.
That's
but
it.
I put it out there with the thought, okay, I see it, I'm going to deal with it.
Right.
But then I got afraid of it.
Right.
I didn't speak words. I didn't speak an affirmation. I let it speak to me.
Right.
Because it kept haunting me.
Right.
It kept coming. I was like, man, I'll deal with it later.
Yeah.
See, the more you push off, the more power you give it.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is you speak on it, you'll start activating. So remember, it's to do.
Speak on it is building the magnet. The word is the key.
The word sound power.
The spoken word is the key. It's the vibration. It is God moving through you. He said the word was God and the word was with God. When I speak that word, it begins to magnify. Right. Something happens. We don't know how science works. We don't know how our own damn cell phone works. But there's a magical power that'll connect me to my child 1,000 miles away in this.
Now, I can tell you how I know it don't work. When I don't pay the bill, it don't work. I'm talking about, you better be by Wi-Fi. It don't work. Talking about why it don't work. You know why it don't work. You know why you over there playing. You know you pay your bill. So don't nobody be cashing at me talking about don't pay their bill. I ain't pay mine.
Right.
My bad.
No,
I had a moment.
I lost my whole train of thought. You know, I get too damn.
You know, I got issues.
Hey, point of the matter, folks, pay your damn self.
Yeah. It's a good way to make a problem go away.
Yeah. Hey, it'll make a whole lot of problems go away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it sure will. How much time we got here before we go to break? We got 1 minute? Okay, 1 minute. Perfect. So, folks, let me go ahead and give you the topic again for tonight. We're going to take our break. And when we come back, Jay and I are going to go hard in the paint and see if we can cover this subject.
Not to
like
mention
we
the
do.
special guest now. They ain't
Not
saying
to
nothing now,
mention
but
this.
they gonna hear it.
Yeah. Well, we looking forward to that.
Okay.
So the question for tonight, and I'm going to say it both ways, why do women overlook good men?
Right.
And why do men overlook good women? What is going on? Why are we overlooking each other?
Okay.
It's a big problem in life, and I'm interested in hearing what you got to say, Jay.
Oh, I'm interested in telling you.
Yeah, I'm really interested in hearing what you got to say, Jay.
You keep on saying it, and I'm gonna say it right to the now. You ain't gotta wait for no break.
Can you say it lovingly? You know what I'm saying? Can you put it?
I'll tell you what. I'll put a little care.
Well, that's all we need.
We ain't gonna put no love on it because see, I like to say that love is why some of us ain't seeing right. I want to put a care for we can understand what love is, and then when you understand the care, then you might be able to see people for what they are and not the loving factor of what you want them to be.
Right.
Because that's half the problem that we have,
Right.
and we overlooking because of our own desires. But I'm gonna leave a little bit of that for y'all to come back
Jay.
and find
I
out.
love it. Listen, it is time for us to go to break, and we hope you folks are enjoying the show. We do not own the rights to this music,
Nope.
but we hope you enjoy it and still. And give us a few minutes. We'll be right back with more Bar Talk with Jay.
Right after this. All right, welcome back with Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome back.
Man, one of the things I gotta tell you, this topic right here might bring a little chill to some people's spines.
Yeah, this topic is gonna cause folks to get a little antsy. And, we hope so. We like anxiety, right? We like a little tension in the studio.
Man, I
it's
always
good for
like,
business,
I
right?
always like, man, quit being comfortable. Sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable to get moving.
That's exactly
So,
right. Okay, Jay.
Give
Well,
it to me.
here we go. Why do women overlook good men? Why do men overlook good women? What is causing us to overlook good people, Jay?
some of the things that I went through caused me to be judgmental. So I don't always see a person for what they are. I kind of judge them by what I've been through. So it's not fair. So a lot of time I'll overlook a good woman just because of the fact that I already seen some things and I might be judging somebody before I know them. That's like judging a book's cover before you read the book.
Right.
We do that just because of the things that we see, and it's wrong. I don't think but I don't always have time to be able to do anything else.
Right.
In the business world, I got a small time to sense my audience and my crowd to see what I got to deal with. So one of the things I do is I look across and I try to see who's paying attention, who I can grab, who's not paying any attention, doing some other stuff.
Right.
So again, just knowing that alone, I become overly judgmental, and that's my own fault. And that's the degree of why I will overlook somebody until somebody speaks to me. Because
Right.
I promise you, a good woman know how to speak to me in a way that she automatically gains my attention because I love respect.
Right.
And they just want respect.
Right.
A vulgar person or a person that's want to use you can care less about your respect. They just want your money. So you so used to dealing with people in one way. I promise you, when I run across somebody and I feel that good spirit, that aura, it slows me right back down and I want to know more about it.
Yeah.
Now, at that point, I'm starting to learn myself. So a lot of times when you say good, you might have to define what good is, because a lot of times you might feel you're good. It ain't about your money. It ain't a good person is good all the time,
Right.
regardless of who's looking at them.
Right.
Now, a lot of people say, well, I do good work. Okay, that don't mean you're a good person.
Mm.
You do good work when somebody see your ass. When you in the line like in front of somebody. But behind closed doors, you a dirty talking, backstabbing, sorry ass individual, but you want to be known as a good person. You want to be known, okay? Understand that. Known, but that ain't what you show. It ain't what your past record ever going to reflect. But then you tell everybody you a good man. A good woman, no, you ain't. Anybody, it don't even take a good woman. Hell, everybody know.
Let's talk about that. What is a good woman? What is a good man? What is a good man? What
Now,
is a good woman?
I'm gonna go for a good woman because I don't know about good man.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they tell, I'm telling.
Yeah.
I tell you, but the women.
I want you to just like do kind of a rapid fire, right?
Right.
I want you to do kind of a rapid fire with this because I want people to hear these qualities. Like these qualities are going to have to be something that's tangible. right?
Okay.
So I want you to try to fast pace. You ready? I know you have
Rapid fire for me will be respect, showing me devotion, showing me care.
Okay.
All right. Drop the love, care.
Okay.
Showing me that this before I really know her.
Okay.
That means I'm seeing the work beforehand.
Mm.
If you want to go biblical, I want to see Ruth. I want to know the work before I meet Ruth. That's the kind of people that I'm talking about, caring, loving people that you automatically should know is they good. When you don't know, is the things that they just want to show. Because of their showboating and the clothes that they wear and all this stuff. Beware. It doesn't mean they good or bad.
Okay.
I'm just wondering why you're flossing and you're glowing.
Mm.
What are you? Who you trying to lead? Because the bottom line to me, a good person ain't pressed about all that. They make their clothes. They understand them. But it depends on if they understand themselves.
Right.
Even if you don't, that don't mean you're a bad person.
Right.
At all.
Right.
You can be confused following everybody else. That don't mean you're hurting anybody. It don't mean you're a good person. It just don't mean you came all the way into what your calling is. What God has on you. My whole thing is not to mix them up, but understand their work.
Right.
I want them to work within their goodness, not work within around them. Everybody like to fall victim to what they see.
Right.
That's not necessarily good at all. We've been taught lies since we've been in this country.
Yeah.
My whole thing is to understand that, but to do better from it. Yeah. If you ain't trying to do better, that's why I can see from the good and the bad. That's me looking at certain women and the fact that I know that they have the blessing to be able to encourage.
Right.
Their tongue can lift you up just like it can tear you down. But they got to find a reason too.
Yeah, and find a reason too. See, everything that you're talking about, and I'm considering this to be like a pinpoint of this whole dialogue, right?
Right.
Everything that you're talking about, respect, devotion, and care, can only be understood when you have spent time with those people.
Right.
And so, why do men overlook good women? Why do women overlook good men? Because they don't take the time to get to know that person. Typically, it's going to start out with some bullshit. It might be hot sex. It might be, you got some bud from it. It could be, listen, the real, typically, you're gonna meet her at a bar, and she's gonna have a short dress on, and you know what I'm saying, you next thing you know, y'all down in the sex lane, you done hit it a couple of times, whatever, and she says something you ain't like on the third day, you ain't calling no more.
Just know she's still good. She was still good.
She's still good.
She's still good.
You're good, though, yeah. Don't
get it twisted. It's still good.
But listen, good will get you in trouble.
Good get you a baby.
It'll get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Get you tangled up with somebody who ain't no good for you.
It'll make you pull out game weak. Cardi B said, you got also time is.
Time
but when you're a good person, other people speak on it.
Yeah, but again, why do women overlook good men, and why do men overlook good women? Because they don't take the time to get to know them.
Or a representative. Hold on, don't forget about the representative.
Oh, yeah, there's always a representative.
Because remember now, when time you first meet somebody, you're not always meeting them. They trying to find out who you are. So you got a lot of fakeness because, again, you've been lied to. So now you trying to find out what he like. But you ain't always on you. You ain't all. And I like to say even I fall victim to that. And I had to change my whole game and start learning that, the strongest me is one that don't follow everybody else. Because somebody else told me, you don't say that you don't want to be in a non-monogamous relationship. You kind of listen to her and you do what she wants. Right. Happy wife, happy life. First of all, that ain't my wife. So stop some of that. And understand, get to know her for she can become your wife. Right. Which means she need to know you.
She need to know you.
So I have to come.
That takes time.
But I also have to come with her with me.
Yeah.
I can't come with somebody I want to be.
And listen,
because that's easy to see through.
And I think time is another one of those components that allows you to unveil the representative.
Ooh, look at that unveil. You trying to unwrap that in? What you trying to dig into?
Listen, I was just thinking as you said it. It was so powerful. I was thinking to myself, you really don't know how a woman or man manages money until you've been out with him 3 or 4 times, right? And when you've been out with him 3 or 4 times, you're like, okay, they ain't really wanting to just go buy $100 meals every other night. You know, sometimes they want to go down, sit down and check us at the table, you know what I'm saying, and chill and just have a great conversation. Like, you start to see that. You'll start to see if they're expecting you to participate in the bill. You know, maybe they, not necessarily that they're running short, but maybe they just like, hey, you need to be a team player. You start to learn if they're team players. But it takes 3 or 4 dates, and that might take, you know, a few days to a few weeks to get there. So, but
I mean, where you going
if you still, you know, if you
3 or 4 days, I'm just trying to figure out where you feeding at.
if you still knocking down your ex, you probably ain't gonna get the time you need to learn this person.
I mean, just because I'm knocking down my ass, I'm relieving some pressure from my ears to work. So don't get that part fooled. I just need a world we keep eating at. Applebee's, Wawa. My whole thing is you're overfeeding it. You could be giving the wrong person. I'm just saying.
You can get with the wrong person. Yeah,
And the whole thing is to get to know a person, and it's not about the money. My whole thing is that now is everybody's after the bag, and we ain't learning the person.
Yeah.
And that's men and women.
And you know what? What comes to mind when you said that is there's 2 kinds of people to know, right? There's knowing good people,
right?
And then there's knowing good people for me, right?
Did you just say me?
Yeah, that you know, this is a great person, but this ain't nobody who I'm ever gonna get married to or have a great life with, you know. And then at that point, once you get to know them, you'll decide where you want to put them at. Because you need to put them somewhere. Don't let them just fall in a category. That, you know, I like that about women. Women want to know where we at. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm your lady. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna get a place together. We get married. Can I get a ring? I mean, do something, bro. Let's go ahead and connect, right? Women want to make that connection, but oftentimes you don't make the connection because you still searching. You still searching to see if they are good people, right? You're still searching to see if they, you know, got some sleight of hand. You know what I'm saying? Some mental problems. You know, maybe a drinking problem. You know, you still.
Damn with you. Hold on, player.
You still, bruh. You know damn.
Oh, I dated him.
Hey,
don't even go there. Oh, bro. Yeah, all right.
Listen.
You know, I called you.
Listen.
You my therapist.
I had a conversation with Jay last night on the call, right? And Jay said, man, one of the little shorties might come through, you know, and check me out. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man, I call it tag team. I said to myself, well, I know what category Jada put her in.
Hey, man, it was WCW.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all ain't about that life.
Listen.
Y'all just keep it plain and simple.
Yeah. Listen, the reality is we need to begin to understand people, put them in categories. We need to figure out who we're dealing with. And I'd like to spend the last quarter of our show talking about how to get to some of that reality. Right? Okay. We all know the task at hand. You meet somebody, you need to get to know them fairly quick to see if you're going to waste your time, spend your time, if they're good for you, not good for you. Because think about it. If you're 30, 40, 50 years old, you've had a lot of new engagements with people. A lot of them. Because you're constantly seeking love. We're constantly seeking companionship. We're constantly seeking friendship. We need each other. We just don't know how to come together. Right?
We got special guests now. We got to get the females in here.
Yeah, we got to get that, and we don't know how to find the right one. And so let's just talk a little bit about how what we might look for. I got a little background in mental science and human behavior, and I like to share some of those things.
I'm just mentally retarded. I got some all kinds of things going on. I'm on some Prozac. I'm on some different things. So just understand if you're a little crazy, I might be able to get with you.
But now watch this. Now if I was a woman listening to that, I'd be like, yeah, but you own $1 million company.
and guess what?
I'd be like, oh, we can excuse that for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I just come through on Tuesday.
But when she taste this, I'm gonna tell you right now, ass being Grady. That's on the middle.
For those of y'all who don't know Grady, that's the local hospital.
Yeah, right. It's a mental hospital too. I'm just trying to tell you. Exactly. I don't think you're mentally equipped and ready for this.
So, is it time for this?
No, that's just it. Because I got the special guest who's gonna come on real quick. I gotta get a female.
Let's go ahead and introduce our guest. Let's introduce our guest.
Don't be shy.
Hi.
Give me your name.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
Good. Tell us your name.
My name is Queen Anonymous.
Queen
Queen
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Queen Anonymous.
That
That's
sounds.
Okay.
Sound
We
like
don't get
something.
no real name. And I guess we get to find out what you really know about how you feel. Go on, girl.
Yeah.
it. Well,
What you asking?
it's two types.
Uh-huh.
It's two types. I'm gonna narrow it down to two types.
Okay.
Alright, the first one, a material woman, right?
Right.
She overlook man because what they have, the good man, because some good man don't have everything, like material wise, but they got everything still, you know what I mean? I say so. Them are overlooking because, a material girl gonna look for someone who have everything, from nice car, nice house, nice shoes, and things like that. Then, but
Some of my ex-girlfriend.
the material girl gonna miss them all the time. You see what I'm saying? Because some men, they're not poor. They're poor. They're good. They poor, good, and wealthy in different ways. You see what I'm saying? All right.
I like
Some
that.
of them are rich in spirituality. Some of them are rich because God has their hands on them. And some of them are rich because they experience in life that they had that a rich man don't experience. Meaning that even the trivial times, a rich man never seen what a trivial times is. So he's a warrior. You understand?
Yes.
So when you have a warrior sometimes don't come with the money. You understand? They
Yes.
come with other good things. So a lot of time they get overlooked because
See, that's why that girl called me Mandingo. Oh, my bad. I got it, moment.
The second one there is sometimes the look of a man. Like, the outer appearance, and like some of them be ragged and rough. I'm from the island, so some of them they like the Rasta man, they don't shave. You see, they get overlooked, but they're good man. You understand?
Good man.
And some of them, they don't have the best clothes. They don't know how to put the clothes together. They might have on some shoes that she don't like or something like that. You don't understand. They go back to the material, but a lot of times they will overlook good man because they don't know the heart of a man. And some men have a heart of a lion, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A warrior man is a good man still, But unfortunately, they need to change up that because we don't know the status of that, what it's like going to right now because we're facing a war, you see? And you're going to need a man with a strong mind. A lot of women is looking for material things, and in a little while they might not even be there more material things to get, So you have to be wise and stop overlooking the diamonds, A lot of times, glance at someone and then you judge them like Jay said the first time, like you can see a man just coming off work and he be dirty, but you don't know what he got at home. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of girls, I see them and them stop and want to talk to them. But them girls that look over their shoulder at them and keep moving, but you don't know what that man made of. And sometimes the man not made his steps to get that success yet, but they own the urge of getting that. So when you put the mind, like you were saying, the mindset of all, it's like the mindset of that man could be a millionaire mindset, but he never made the steps yet. And they take a strong woman to pull him there. You understand? So we have to be really careful about that there.
I want you to hold that thought. We got to get ready to go to break. But I want to tell you, you are saying profound stuff.
Yes,
Profound. I'm telling you.
That come from the ancient creation of a virtuous woman.
Yes.
A serious thing,
You're using my words. Virtuous woman, and strong mind, and lion, and oh my God.
But you see that? Do you see that tone?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. You got me moving kind of slow there.
She make me feel like it was Jamaica man.
Yes.
I'm an
Oh my
island
God. I'm really
trying to
pleased
make
with
it.
what I'm hearing right now. I want you folks to hold on. We're going to take our break. And when we come back, we're going to hear some more messages from this fabulous woman. She is really putting it down. I can't say no more.
Queen Anonymous.
We'll be right back with more Bar Talk with Jake.
Right after this. Goodness! If you didn't hit him over the head, we're about to.
Listen, man, what is your name again, man?
Queen Anonymous.
Queen
Queen
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Right?
You got to put some behind this and that.
Queen Anonymous.
Did she not say put some respect on her name? Did she not say put some respect on her name?
She did
I bet y'all gonna be wondering.
Dangerous.
Hey,
Queen
okay.
Anonymous.
How would you put respect on Stacy Crab?
Stacy Crab.
Stacy,
You know,
You crab.
yeah, like that.
Call me Crab, man.
Like
I
that.
love it. I love it. I love it. So, you were saying some quite profound things, and I wanted to get back to it, and I'm just going to regurgitate just a little bit of it, and then we can continue to talk. But the first thing you said is there are women who are looking for a material man, and that is so powerful. I mean, that's a type, right? That's a
That's
type
one
of
type.
type
That's
of
one
person,
type
type
still,
of man. It's like, you know, there are spiritual men, there are warriors. I love that. There are a lot of men who are warriors and who don't have money, right? They are good men and they don't have money. And you said something that kind of baffled me a little bit. I want to dig into it. So when a woman looks at a man, she meets somebody in the mall, wherever she meets, grocery store, and she looks down and she dislikes his shoes. Would she turn a blind eye to him?
More than shoes. Because sometimes, you know, you have the rugged men that don't shave and things like that. You know?
Yeah. And so she's going to look at that and she's going to say, I don't want to,
different girls. You know,
It's not
you got so many different type of women still, you know, but I just speaking on what I have 2 sons, so I speak on what I see in my own eyes, you know. Everybody's eyes have a different shadow behind it. You see me, I say. And never no one perfect, but still yet. Like I was explained, that are the warriors that are out there now, see?
Yes.
And there's some warriors that have money still, you know. And we as a woman supposed to pick mine up when I'm down. You see what I say?
Yes.
We don't supposed to frown at our man. Never, you know, no supposed to do that. Because the world frown on them every day, especially the ones that's unfortunate, they don't have enough money. The world is frowning on them every day and they're going through a lot mentally. And that's why I call them a warrior. Not because they take something and beat you with it. It's because the mind have to go to war every day. And we as a woman, we're supposed to lift that up a little bit.
Y'all don't appreciate that war. Are you saying there are a lot of women who just don't, they don't appreciate, they don't understand.
Really
they don't know it's
saying
there.
they want a warrior. When you're around a woman, I'm a woman myself, and I talk to many women because I'm a woman, you see me.
Of course.
I don't never hear a woman say they want a warrior.
Well, they don't say that, but that's what they want. They want somebody to protect them. They want security.
I don't know about that. Then,
they don't want to be with a woman that,
right now,
that they don't feel safe with.
They feel like the money gonna protect them now, man. You see, we living in a different world right now.
So the money is the power.
The protector.
The protector.
Then her culture got different beliefs, so you got to understand.
Yeah.
More Americanized women going.
Yeah, and the producer here is basically
what you just say,
different culture.
Different culture. And he's
culture.
right. With a more Americanized
But-
women, they
but-
go one way, and then
But
the
listen,
island ladies.
I
look at
believe
things a different way.
That might be a little lift there, right?
I believe that the framework that she's talking from is the roots. I really believe that, and she said women don't know the heart of a man. They don't know a lion, and a lion might be, 5'3", you know what I'm saying, 110 pounds.
That's another thing.
Right?
If you're looking at someone and you might say, see, you miss a good man because you're looking at he too short or too fat, too black, or too this and that. You are really putting your mind to what you're molding your mind to what your man's supposed to look like or anything,
okay,
but you don't know.
Okay, I'm big on development.
Inside,
I'm big on development. Let's develop these men and these women. Let's develop them. What information? How would we develop them to see differently? I mean, because look, it was a catch-22 what you said that they shouldn't frown on their men, but to look at a man who's dirty and not shaved, they frown on him.
He might have a reason why. We don't know that. That's what I'm explaining.
But how can we lift some of those reasons? I mean, what's good advice?
Good advice is just make sure you keep God in your heart and just look at everybody as a nice thing.
There's no better answer. There's no better answer.
Whatever your higher power is, just keep the good things shining.
Now listen, we went, and this, I want to make this great point, right? We went from looking at things through our own eyes to immediately looking at things through God's eyes. and through God's perspective, that we get, as long as you keep the Lord close to you, then He may ward off nonsense and bring the realness, bring what you might need, what you might want into your life. But you can't have you can't have a humanistic eye when you look at people. And I talked a little bit about in the last show that one of the last things we ever really need to get into the mindset of doing is throwing people away.
Correct.
And somebody's going to have to build our roads and our highways and make these concrete sidewalks and build all these big shopping centers. There's thousands and thousands of guys who live in concrete and under transmissions and oils, but they making $70, $80, $100, $150,000 a year, but their nails are dirty. Yeah. And they can't help that the nails dirty. They try. I've seen all of them. I work at a car dealership. The men, they try, right? You can see them trying. But the shit don't come off. And so now they got to go into a restaurant where they might be single, want to sit at the bar and have a conversation. Now they're going to be judged for something that nobody will understand until they get to know them. So how do we get through that veil? And ultimately it's prayer.
I really feel we don't really need to get past that veil. You know why? Because if you don't, you just don't need to be with that good ass man. You need to be by yourself because you're overly judgmental. If you judge me just by my nails and my rough ass appearance, you don't need to be with me anyway because you ain't no good ass person. You need to understand you. And that's the biggest thing. If I know I'm a warrior, it ain't because I say it. I'm always out there fighting. Yeah. I'm fighting all the time. I don't need your judgmental, sorry behind, over here judging me, and you ain't got nothing going for you, and I'm trying to get you to see me. Yeah. No, you need to go ahead and be with that fake person that you need to be. Yeah. I'm already going to be what I need to be. And only thing you can do is enhance me, but I got to know me. And only thing you're doing is a reflection off of me. We got too many haters that we trying to put into a limelight that we don't need to be. So we want to know how we gonna fix them. No, we need to get back into staying true to us, because that's why I stopped lying and I stopped trying to perpetrate. How am I perpetrate and try to be something other than me to impress somebody and I don't even know who the hell they are? Because society told me. As a warrior, I already know I have to fight. So why am I fighting for that? It makes no sense, and all I'm doing is taking away from them, because I'm trying to win them over. And to me, when you win a person over, you might not even know yourself. I'm not doing all that.
I'm real empathetic for people.
Why?
They're trying to win you over because that's just all they know how to do. They like you, they want you.
Oh yeah, they want you. Just, but what they want you for? If they gonna add value to you, because a woman can speak life into you and raise you up, and just like they do all that, they can tear you down. Yeah. So if they don't really like you after a while, all they doing is tearing you down because you keep letting people in your life that ain't about you. So we're winning over the wrong things. A warrior, no, I'm in it for a win. I'm in it for a fight. I'm in it to understand life. But if we just out there trying to get likes and all the rest, we falling victim to society. I don't want all that.
Trying to get likes, boy.
That's it. Everybody won't like. Man, listen, everybody ain't gonna like what I got to say.
It's like he said. It's a culture thing still. I think it's more like. But I do understand from what I understand that I have parents that lived in the U.S. as well. Mm-hmm. In their time, there was nothing like that. You understand? Because there was people farming the land and things changed. And I'm proud of the black men that they're doing well,
Mm-hmm.
But
quite well.
Really well. And
really
they taking back everything people that we have
don't
been.
Give us credit for that. But,
yes, man, and use them today. They rise into the top. You understand? But the woman have to understand this, though. Even though the males are rising to the top, they have to stay on a level and don't break their mental mind. Let's say if the brother was up today, and he's a millionaire today, and then tomorrow he dropped down. The girl gonna leave him like that, that's up. You see what I'm saying? So they have to understand the level. They have to balance it.
Unfortunately, that happens in the white folk neighborhood too.
It gotta be a balance.
I'm everywhere.
It gotta be a balance when the brother is really doing well,
right?
And there's I see some situation when the brother even doing well and give the girl everything. Yeah. And he still have to go through a mindset of a warrior mindset every day. The girl is nicking at him every day because things don't go her way right away, right? You have to understand You
gotta
just
be
stay as
patient
a
with that.
queen. You're supposed to stay on your throne, and don't throw no bad words to the brothers today or Indian males today, because they go through a lot of things already mentally. You
See,
understand?
we need empathy for that. And how do you
It's-
show that?
it's-
How do you show? You know, when I
it's,
used to watch Barack Obama, and I just be like, the world just have no clue. They have no clue at what he really has to deal with just to sit in that seat. And you know, how do you can't give somebody that. I mean, if either they can understand it or they can't understand it. But you're talking about having women, men, you should have empathy for maybe other people's struggles, and maybe even some leniency about what you might look for in a man or a woman, because
Just give them a chance. I mean, you know, it
Give 'em a
just
chance. Okay.
you just don't know where a person might end up being. You never know.
You know what?
With someone pulling them, really a nice woman pulling them, it might go to the top, to the levels that you never expect before. And this is a person who don't even have to have an education. You don't know, because the creation come from the mindset. He can create something from his mindset without even going college school. It doesn't even have to be that. You know, because the way he built, you just don't know. A good woman always has been said many years, you know, even from foundation of your mother, your grandmother. One good woman in your life gonna make you to the top as a man, especially a black man. I'm just gonna say that because when we have one woman fighting for you and striving for you, you're gonna be like, oh, I did it. It's just a known fact. Even when the child is small, they be like, mommy, I did it. You know, it's a thing that's always instilled. They want that femininity along with their male strongness to combine. It's like putting sweet and bitter together. You know, like sweet and bitter, they make a balance. You understand? A balance, that's what they need. But yeah, like I said, I'm really proud of the black man today, and they're rising to the top.
let me ask you this.
You know,
On a scale of 1 to 10, men first, what percentage of men are good men?
you asking me?
Just ballpark quick.
They
Play
just
the
say
game.
I'm a
Play the
culture
game.
struck.
Play the game. Play the game.
Okay, from the scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah, men.
men are good.
What percentage of men are good?
9%.
90%.
9. You say 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
9.
9?
The whole 9 because
90% of them are good.
Because-
Only 10% are
let me
bad.
tell you something. That everybody got something good in them. You just have to strike the good part.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
How about
Ain't
women?
no such thing as a bad.
How about
You
women?
know?
Women.
Women?
1 to 10.
The same thing.
9?
Yes, because
Yeah, you in another culture than I'm in.
because
Yeah.
hold on.
Way off in America.
I gotta say this, all right?
Tell.
For the woman's state
What
of
she said, 3?
mind. Now the
She
woman's
said a
state
3.
of mind. I gotta
She said men are 3.
She said men are 3.
No,
You gotta
no.
guess.
Well, how about the women?
Men are 3, and what are women?
5.
Men are 3 and women are 5. Wow. I need you on the microphone.
No.
See,
That was her personal.
And listen.
But then a lot of people
Listen.
gonna have a different
Watch
thing on
this.
that
Watch
because
this. Watch this. I want you to pay close attention to this. I want everybody to pay close attention to this, right?
Yeah.
Listen at the disparity between the two cultures. Right? We're just taking our own opinion here.
Right.
It's 90% men and women are good in her culture. And in our culture, the same woman will say that it's 3, every 3 out of men, if 3 out of 10 men are good, and 5 out of 10 women are good. That's major. That's major. So that's a major difference, and it probably has to do with our upbringing, the strength in the families, how many people have fathers at home, or their parents stay married together. It probably got a lot to do with those kind of things. But you know,
Baby daddy.
baby daddy.
Oh Lord, she said, baby. You already know.
I think
She voted off.
No, the baby
Baby daddy,
daddies.
nah, she voted
The
off.
baby daddies, I think the baby daddies are good baby daddies. It's the
Can
woman
be.
that don't get the man a chance.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the woman don't get a man a
And
chance.
listen, we've heard that before.
Everybody do different things differently, and then you shun them so much you gotta run with.
Right. Listen, we've had women say this before, that it is women who cause the problems. And I don't like to belabor on that point because I like to take ownership for me and for men in general. we take ownership of our bullshit, and we know that we put out a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? We do know that we can.
This is true.
But we you mentioned the word virtue. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by a virtuous woman? A virtuous person. A virtuous man.
Virtuous person. You got to have a spiritual mindset for that.
A spiritual mindset. Okay.
As a person that know their inner self and know certain ways to carry themselves, and know that they don't show all parts of their body to everybody and fling out their body. It's a virtuous woman, is a woman who knows how to be good to her man. Listen to him, even you might not agree with him. Don't try to bang his head like too much. You know, just give him a resting time. If you have an argument, it's gonna happen sometime, but you give him a resting time. If you walk away, let him walk away. You come back and be like Irie, like it's not happened yesterday. You know.
Yeah.
So a virtuous woman is a person that respect her man totally like.
I like that, and I'm gonna tell you, one of the things I admire most in the world is to see a virtuous woman with her husband. Like, you know, like I've been in rooms with virtuous women who I believe are virtuous, and you know, I'm a single man. I live a life around a lot of women, and I see how women respond to me, etc., etc. And she a dime piece, and I'm looking at her, and you know, she kind of looking at me a little bit. But the reality is that I know that based on all her actions, she get up and she all about her man. You know what I'm saying? You can hear stories from him about what she did and how she takes care of him and what she fill in the gaps, and she always fixes breakfast or, you know, his meal, or they been on this vacation and been on that. Like, that's a woman who you can say virtuous because she and he, they're in each other's corner.
Yeah, man.
Like,
all the time, even when he wrong.
Even when he wrong,
and you think he wrong, it's a way to say it. You don't just bang his head. You just say, yo, I don't agree what you do.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? I have a conversation about it, and it kind of make him go a different way. You understand?
Right.
It make him go in a different way when you just reason with him like you're a human being, not a dog. You see, right. Even a dog don't like to be treated so bad. You know?
Yeah, but respect goes a long way.
You gotta, and then I done see sometimes like women in public curse out their man in front of everybody, and the grocery store calling them nothing. You see me? That break my heart with it, because I could never do that to someone I say I love.
Yeah, and but if he take it, then he's her kind of guy.
Sometimes it's a different thing when you got kids by somebody. You're gonna try to take that because you don't want them to take your juice away from you. Because when you're a man, the woman gonna win the child most of the time, and then most of the men stay there and fight because they love their baby. So you feel what I'm saying? They don't want to leave. They don't want to leave the yard because the baby gonna call out for daddy. Because he don't know if he leave it, she already like that to him. She gotta take it out on you sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then not only that, he wanna see his baby every day. So it's just like a slave thing they have to go through sometimes with women. Just because you love a woman, you don't need to be their slave. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even ever want to bring this to a round table tonight. I really don't, but I gotta let it go off of that right there. And one of the reasons why is because she's a special guest, and I say she killed it. She killed it, and I want everybody to remember that voice, so they can find out who this mystery person is. You know, that's the mystery that we try to do to the show tonight. But not just the mystery, but my whole thing is to keep you in sight, to see that you can see what you don't really know. I really feel like we blinded, but we can see, and that's why I say we sleep. So if we can wake up and do better and look at people and quit being so judgmental, then we can start making change.
Right.
And at that point, it would be past a culture. It would be a better person.
Yeah, you know what, Jay? And I know we're trying to close out here, but Pastor, you know, one of my old teachers used to say, what you're looking at is what you're looking with. If you see an impoverished poor person, you're probably looking at them with an impoverished poor mindset, and not really seeing the diamond, the star that's there. Right?
It's there all the time.
Yes, we're ready, because the one thing I can tell you is by you looking at that person that way, That's why they look like a coal. But to a person that been through that shit,
Understand like a diamond.
The struggle.
I
the
understand
struggle
that
is the
diamond.
teacher.
Hey.
And that's why they say you want everybody to know, because you're going to be starting to pick up that diamond that I already recognize, and that's for me.
Yeah.
So quit trying to pick up what's for me, because you want what I have, because you just a hater off of me and understand you. And that way they can love on you. There shouldn't be no more hate. We need to stop the hating and start appreciating. We all need love.
Yes.
But stop the love and understand the care.
Yeah.
Care
Care.
is something that's not happening.
Yeah.
And we need to get back to it, because
Yeah.
all I hear is love, love.
That's
The
powerful.
But yet the minute love don't go right, you forget about the care.
The care is the serious thing that for
Yeah.
me. The care, the man.
The care is the seed
Yes.
that produces the love.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
it. You gotta care about a plant to make it grow.
Yes.
Y'all got me
listen,
farming. Y'all got me
It
farming.
will not grow without care.
It
That's the
cannot
bottom
grow without
line.
care.
And
Nothing can grow without care.
And let it not water.
Yeah.
What y'all know about that water? Let the good Lord rain on what we talking about the good night. We gonna have to just go ahead and round table this bad boy. For now, we gonna go back to it. One of the things I want to tell you is we got a special guest, and I think she killed it. Okay,
Killed
I
it.
want to make y'all know that
Killed it.
y'all see her one day, but you ain't gonna see her on the upfront. And believe it or not, she came shy.
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 Yeah.
Okay,
we gotta get you in front of the
Let
camera.
me help you out with one thing.
thing.
Quit judging people by what they say and let them speak. Because what she spoke tonight wasn't shy. And that's what it takes for you to stop judging. Start letting people do them, and they will do the best thing that they can do.
A
And
great
that's what she
way
did tonight.
to close our show. This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we hope you have enjoyed our program tonight. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8, Facebook Live. We're on every major platform that you can picture, that you like to hang out at. Come and check us out. We got over 450 of the greatest dialogues and shows that you have seen. And I love what we do here. We're following Jay's vision, just helping people become their greatest possibility. And we love you. We appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Come back and see us. Send your friends and family. And we love you. We appreciate you. And with that, folks, we are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.